Stephen, the bottom line is it's a heavy defeat, but is it also a scoreline that doesn't tell the full story?
Look, it's reality. We've been beat 4-0. That's tough to take, it hurts. But the story of the game is a head scratcher for sure, because I think the scoreline's harsh. You know, you look at our first half performance, and I couldn't ask for any more from the players, except obviously us taking our chances. I thought we were very dominant. Obviously the goal we've conceded is poor from our point of view. The first contact and not having people around to mop the second ball up's disappointing, but outside of that, I thought it's the best we've played under us, and if we'd have been winning the game by at least 2 or 3-1 up at half time, I don't think anyone would have had any complaints. We were outstanding across the board. We were aggressive, we counter-pressed, we were the better footballing team, we created an awful lot of chances. I asked the players at half time to try and maintain that, and that was the challenge for us. You know, we've been speaking about this 90-minute performance. We got it in abundance for 45. Second half, they've made it about our back line, and they've punished us heavily with pure quality. I think you've got to mention that. Tottenham were ruthless today, but I'm really disappointed in the second, the third and the fourth goal, because I think they can be avoided with good defensive play.
Certainly in the first half, did it feel like you could see your instructions, maybe even your personality, out there on the pitch with the intensity of how they played?
That's how we want it to look, but you've got to make it look like that for the full game or the majority of the game, and that's what we need consistently. And listen, I've got confidence and belief we can get there with time, but we gave the players a game plan today, and to a man across the board in the first 45, I couldn't ask for any more. It's the first time I've come off a football pitch actually proud, being 1-0 down. It was weird. We didn't praise them too much because we knew we had to maintain that for the rest of the game, because we're playing a top team with top players. But we never maintained it. They made it about our back line, and they punished us really heavily.
Was it always going to be physically hard to give the same again second 45, or was it not about fitness or anything like that?
I don't think it was a physical thing, because there's nothing from me in terms of complaints with effort, with what we've given to the game physically. I think it's actually defending your emergency areas. Defending, you know, the second goal goes right through the heart of our team, right through our spine. That can't happen. And we're allowing people too many touches in our box. That's an emergency zone. You've got to be more aggressive, you've got to get tighter. So I'm so disappointed with the second, third and fourth goal.
You have had a little spell where you played the teams in that group that are just above you at the moment, West Ham, Wolves, both North London clubs. What have you learnt from these games?
That was short at the moment. In certain areas we've got a lot to learn. In the short term, we've got to keep coaching with these players that we've got. We've got to keep supporting them and helping them, and when the time's right, we need to try and give them bigger support and bigger help, and that's what we'll try and do. And then, you know, moving forward in terms of next season, hopefully the gap that's there right now, we can close it.
It sounds odd to say after a 4-0 defeat, but actually after that, are you more optimistic that some of these players can come on the journey you want to take the club on?
I think a lot of the players can come on the journey, not them all. I don't think it works like that when you take over a team and a club in the position that we did. It's natural that, you know, you want to analyse players and make the changes that you feel like are needed, but it's not time to talk about that now. We've got a break now, we've got 7 games. We need to remember that first half performance, because if we do and we execute, I think we'll be fine from now till the end of the season. Then it'll be the time to shape it in the way we want it to be.